Went down to the river, washed my sins away. Praying for another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man. Another nail in my coffin, another nail for me. I gotta look pretty when I go down. Another nail in my coffin, can't you spare one more? I gotta look pretty when I'm knocking down heaven's door. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
All right, we're at Delaware Speedway, and it appears as though we have solved most of our issues. The past couple of weeks, we took the time to strip this car down and really dyno everything, really figured it out. It turns out we had some significant brake issues and some rear springs that they did go soft. So nothing too major. We found a couple minor things. Turns out at Delaware Speedway we were running 7 cylinders and we had an issue there. So I'm really happy with the guys and all the work we've done, and we kind of got back to the basics, and it seems as though we figured it out. We were P2 in practice here tonight, so rolling off P3 in the fast heat race. So fingers crossed, and I think we got ourselves a good Douglas window and door big no country Chevy Camaro. You hanging out with him?
He says, can you talk to me? Yeah, I can come up here. Rita, that doesn't make sense. They like it a lot, yeah.
Monday night we're going to be getting our first chance to test the Pro Late Model, and I'm curious to see how much it's like the NASCAR Canada Series car we raced last year, and I hear it's nothing the same. So yeah, we'll get our feet wet in that, and then tonight obviously back with the Super Stock, and we took the opportunity with the last couple of weeks being off to basically strip this thing down to nothing and start over. So we seem to have found a couple of issues. We were second fastest in practice tonight, and the car felt like it had a lot more. So yeah, I'm very thankful for Paul Major giving me the chance to do that in a couple of weeks, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And obviously heading into tonight, trying to get this car back on the right foot, what's going to be the key in here tonight to try to get yourself back in the victory lane?
Yeah, you know, as much of a struggle as this season's been with the car not running the way we want after as good as it was last year, we're still right there in points. We're fifth, and I think we're only 2 points out of third, and I think we're only like a dozen out of the lead. So it's not lost by any means, and starting third in the heat race tonight, if we can get going early and hopefully get out to the lead and pick up some points there, get a good Spartan shot for the feature, and maybe check out. I think this thing's got it. The Douglas Window and Door Bingo Country Camaro is a rocket tonight, I think.
Awesome. Well, good luck tonight, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Back upstairs.
There we go. That's a little better. Got it all the way to the top rung. There you go, folks. Rolling off 8. Trying to give his nephews a birthday gift here tonight. The Douglas Windows and Doors, number 28. That's Ryan Dyson out of London. He's car off the speedway, and we're all set to go. Superstock racing. 35 laps in the distance for settling tonight.
It was a pretty decent night at Delaware Speedway. Pretty happy. The last couple of races we haven't had a vlog. We had some camera issues, and that's okay because you didn't really miss much. We had our first race with the new motor a couple weeks ago at Delaware Speedway, and turns out we were running on 7 cylinders and kind of an embarrassing event. So you didn't overly miss much. But tonight at Delaware Speedway, much better. We ran top 4 the entire race pretty much after starting a little deeper in the field, and we were poised to finish there until green-white checkered. We got down in the first one, then we had another one, and ended up getting shuffled back, and then had a good race with the Nagy brothers to try and get back to the top 5, and wound up. We got a lot of vinyl and body work to do, but it was good, hard rubbing racing. So I appreciate it. Appreciate good racing. It's fun to be able to rub fenders in these cars and you know, walk away with, you know, just a couple hours of body and vinyl and stuff. Obviously, you don't want to do that every week, but it's all in good fun. Over the last couple of weeks, we stripped this car basically down to chassis on all 4 corners and tried to go through it and figure it out and rate everything. And thankfully, we found our issue. We figured out what's been plaguing us all season, and it's just, as you would expect, something stupid. So we were hoping actually tonight that we were too far on our adjustments, and that we were thinking that if everything was good, we were going to end up being too loose. That is actually what happened on the long run. After a couple laps, the car got way too loose, and that's why we couldn't really go any faster. So we know exactly what we have to do to get back to the front of the field next Friday night. So this car I expect to be even better than it was last year next Friday, and tonight was the step in the right direction, and all of our hard work over the past couple of weeks paid off. So appreciate everyone clicking on this video. If you haven't seen the news, we're going late model racing, thanks to Major Motorsports, Paul Major. He's got a couple of races he has to miss with some prior obligations, so I got the call, and we're going to make our late model debut August 15th. We're doing double duty that night with our car, and then the following week we race Friday night now, which is an unscheduled date for us. We're going to race 75 laps in the Pro Late Models, and then the following day we head up to Delaware Speedway for round 4 of the Touring Series. So lots of action going on, but anyways, this is going to be a couple-minute exit, but I just wanted to give everyone a little bit of an update as to what happened tonight and what's happened the past couple of weeks. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, and make sure you comment below. Let us know what you think of what we got going on this season, and maybe some predictions for how you think we're going to do in our late model debut. But until next time, we'll be back here on the JRD Motorsports YouTube channel.